and music serves a much larger role than simply as a means of entertainment. The story of Irish music is intertwined with its history and social aspects that have shaped the nation's identity. Storytelling exemplifies Irish music. Songs tell Ireland's history, political, and social issues, such as the Great Potato Famine and British occupation. Historically, Northern Ireland was an occupied country by the Protestant British for nearly 1,000 years and fought back in two ways. One was in battle, the other in song. The stories behind Irish music are influenced by the country's political struggle.
The song Minstrel Boy by Thomas Moore is the story of a young man who goes off to fight for Irish freedom. But this song is more than a narrative. It symbolizes the idealized musician patriot. The minstrel boy, like the Irish rebels he represented, lacked experience of warfare, but was devoted, but nevertheless amateur and young. Before he dies, he turns to his harp, the symbol of Ireland, and tears away its strings, preferring to destroy it rather than to have it abused by the British, for, quote, its songs were made for the pure and free, they shall never sound in slavery.
Socially, Irish music is typically upbeat and a necessity among alcohol at the pub. This cultural institution is where patrons will be entertained by folk songs and ballads that their culture has to offer. Irish music came to America when immigrants fled the famines of the 19th century, taking their skills in music with them as a way of preserving their Irish roots. As a result, pubs are now popular in America, and Irish dance has taken root, which has preserved some of the means of storytelling and tradition.
Dancing was a part of the social life in Old Ireland. Irish dance and its music has become popularized in America by shows such as Riverdance and Lord of the Dance. Though these shows are westernized with their makeup and curly hair, they retain the tradition of mythical and historical stories through music and dance. Riverdance tells the story of our Irish ancestors coming to terms with the powerful world, the elements, and themselves. The famine and transition to America are also portrayed. This story is told primarily by dancing, costumes, and the depth of music.
How does traditional Irish dance keep the storytelling alive?
Storytelling is kept alive by the dance stories. A popular group dance is titled A Trip to the Cottage, which is about four traveling couples, each breaking off their separate ways and then joining back together because there's strength in numbers.
What venues would you typically find Irish dance music traditionally?
Irish music was largely meant for dancing at celebrations such as weddings, saints' days, and other observances.
Tell me about Irish dance music.
Tunes are divided into two 8-bar strains and is isometric. 16 bars constitute a step, with 8 bars for the right foot and 8 bars for the left foot.
Most popular musical instruments comprising Irish music are the harp, bagpipe, Irish banjo, bodhrán, guitar, fiddle, accordion, flute, and tin whistle. Irish music is adapted into American music because the song and fiddle tunes brought over by the Irish became the basis of several forms of Western music, including folk, country, and bluegrass. Some example of American artists influenced by Irish music are Johnny Cash and Joan Baez.
Can you tell us about the type of storytelling through song that you do?
A type of storytelling called a yarn is often heard in pubs many years ago, but seldom practiced in Ireland today. It exists within groups of Irish musicians who gather to form mainly dance tunes consisting of jigs and reels, played in 6/8 and 4/4 time. The structure of the yarn draws on aspects in the community. Towards the end of the yarn, there is a punchline, which is usually absurd or metaphorical and joking in nature. Repetition is used often by storytellers. Irish folklore and myth are often involved in these stories. For example, the Children of Lear use myth, which is about children transforming into swans. Yarn stories are generally not taken seriously by audiences due to their joking nature.
Do you think the storytelling aspect originally in Irish music has been lost?
No. The American music that was adapted from Irish story music still retains the rich stories. When I saw The Lord of the Dance, the motifs of good versus evil made the music telling an enthralling story.